What's up, everyone? My name is Derek Davis Jr., and you're watching the Young and Powerful podcast. Today, I will be interviewing Gianni Booker. I've known him since he was a little boy, growing up in the church, and now our paths has crossed in the EME church. So we will be talking about being humble. So without further ado, I introduce you to Gianni Booker. How you doing, Gianni?
Oh, I'm doing good, brother. Thank you for having me on today. Like you
Yes,
said, I'm Gianni. You know, I'm Gianni Booker. I make music. Grew up in the church, so I'm a church man. Uh,
yep.
so been playing drums, play saxophone. You know, um, and yeah, just a man who loves just doing what he does, making music and just staying out of trouble.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. Um, as we discussed, we were talking about being humble. Sometimes the word humble is something that we have problems with because we want it all when we want it, but not willing to do the work. And then, sometimes we can get too big that we forget to be humbled and forget where we came from. So, my question I have is, why do you think people struggle with being humble?
Oh, it's cutting out. I'm sorry.
My question is, why do you think people struggle with being humble?
Oh, okay. I think people struggle with that because of pride. You know, like you said, people want to be right. People don't want to. People don't want to ground themselves in saying that they're wrong. So pride.
Okay. Okay. Now, do you struggle with being humble?
Um, I can still get better with it. I still got my times where I act a certain way, and I look back and I say, yeah, I probably should have just went about it a different way. But I will say I've came a long way with it, and I feel now has been way better.
I, I agree with you because I struggle with being humble for a while, and it's hard not to sound arrogant and think you know everything when you don't know everything, and it's a struggle to know. It's a struggle to figure out that in your life about being humble, about humility. So I would agree with you about that.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yes. Now, can you acknowledge your mistakes without trying to?
Can I acknowledge my mistakes without trying to? What do you mean without trying to?
Can you acknowledge, okay, I made a mistake. Okay, how can I fix that?
Oh yes, yeah.
Do
Because I'm like a relationship kind of person. Like the people that I hang around or be around, like I really love those people. So I want to be my best self that I can. So taking those steps will help you become a better version of yourself, and that will reflect on the people around you.
okay. Okay. Do you have trouble? When was the last time someone corrected you? And how did you feel receiving that feedback?
Um, my grandma and grandpa they correct me a lot. Um, I say my grandma corrects me like every day when it comes to some stuff, and sometimes I be like, oh my goodness, I'm tired. I'm tired. All right, but like deep down, I just know like I'd rather somebody tell me than somebody not tell me, and I'm just out here lost. So, um, even with other people, not just family, like yeah, like I said, nowadays I'll take it. Like I try to take everything in for what somebody trying to tell me, because somebody trying to tell me can be God trying to talk through somebody to help me get to where I need to be. So, as long as they're not ignorant, I'm really open to being corrected.
Okay, okay. Are we? I would agree with you. As long as it's to be corrected, I try to listen to my mother, and then I try to listen to my grandmother, because they say, well, you did that wrong. Here's how I would have did it. But sometimes I don't want to hear that. Sometimes we don't want to hear that about um being. We don't like to be corrected. We want to be right all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
they need to pull it off. Yeah.
yeah, I think we have issues. Everyone has the issue with being corrected, because you're not right all the time. So I would agree with that. Now, my next question I have for you is: do you feel less worthy or defensive when you realize your thinking was mistaken?
Okay, that's a good question. Do you feel this worthy or defensively? Um, I'd say sometimes. Sometimes just trying to figure out, like, just growing up as a man, just still figuring it out. Um, yeah, I get defensive for sure, cause I feel like I'm a smart man. So it's like
Mhm.
a lot of times I'm right, and sometimes I'm wrong. A lot of times I'm wrong actually, but I'm right a lot of times as well. So just being right a lot. Yep. Somebody tells me I'm wrong. Sometimes the first instinct is like, nah, nah.
Okay. Okay.
Try to get them
Now.
to my side.
Okay. Okay. Now, you were in the Navy, correct?
I was in the Navy, yes.
Okay. And what did you have issues being humbled in the Navy?
Nah. Um. No. I know how to listen. I
Okay.
know how to listen for the most part. So, and I knew I was going there for a reason. Like, I was going there too mature, and you know, in the end of it. So yeah, no, I don't feel like it was really too hard to find that balance over there.
Okay. Okay. Now do you struggle with the being, you know, how do you think young adults, because we're both young adults, how do you think that people can be more humble in their life?
Um, Being more understanding of people.
Oh, oh, understanding the people.
Try to
I would
trying to
agree
be
with
more
that.
understanding and caring.
Okay, okay, I would agree
Not
with that.
not not being judgmental off the first instinct.
Yeah. Have you ever found yourself being judgmental? Have you ever found yourself being judgmental?
We back?
Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah, yeah,
yes.
it had cut me off. No
My
worries.
question was, you know, have you ever found yourself being judgmental?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
To
Especially
so,
because um, yeah, because I take accountability like on being judgmental, but it was bad like with the people around me too. So that's why it's good to be aware of how you're acting because your actions can spread onto other people as well.
okay, okay. My next question is, do you listen to understand the other person, or just wait for your turn to respond? When like in when you're questioned, when you're challenged.
Mm-hmm. I say more listen to understand. Good. Yeah, I try to listen before I give my input. I don't really try to give just a input on just anything. I try to
Mhm,
speak with value and all that. So yeah, more understanding than to respond. But like I said, we still trying to figure it out and learn it. So I catch myself definitely um, trying to respond to what somebody's telling me instead of listening.
mhm,
Yeah, most
mhm,
definitely. It still happens, but I feel like I'm really good at listening to understand than to respond.
mhm. How comfortable are you saying I don't know or asking for help when you need it?
I'm good with saying I don't know. People like
Mhm.
to tell me I don't know nothing because how much I say I don't know if I really don't know it. Um,
Okay.
and then after I don't know, a follow up question will come, or if the I don't know is all that needs to be said, then that's just it. But as far as asking for help, I've gotten better at it. You know, but I like to do a lot of things myself, so asking for help kind of is like nah, because I know I can do it. But definitely, definitely getting some more years on the earth, asking for help is okay.
Mm, okay. Now, okay. Now, how do you struggle with worrying about your image? Oh,
Sometimes, you know,
okay.
really more as a teenager and stuff like that. Now it's like I know, like I really know what my foundation is, so it's like, and that's God. So I don't
What, okay. What's your foundation?
God.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's always
Cause you,
he's always been in my life, but
yeah,
actually taking the step to really seek him, seek who
yeah,
he is.
yeah. Cause you're a singer, aren't you?
I
Or,
sing, yes, sing,
yeah,
rap.
okay. Okay. Sing and rap. Okay. Now, do you, being out in the world, because I know you travel, is that seeing all these people, is that a humbling experience to you, seeing all the people that you wish you knew, or seeing the people that knew you and now they don't want anything to do with you?
Uh, I say it's humbling, yes, but not really in a bad way. Like it really just shows you like who's really down with you, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like I get like people go their different ways, their different paths, and that's cool. I didn't went my different path with a lot of different people, but that's fine, But it's still
Mm-hmm.
humbling though, because you start to understand that people that you meet ain't forever, and that's okay. And then as
Okay.
far as traveling and seeing like other people that might got some stuff going on, like yeah, it's cool. Like it's cool to see that just a regular person like myself or another person can they can do what they set out they want to do. So
Okay. How do you view disagreements?
um, disagreements are good because you don't want to agree with everything. You don't really want to disagree or agree with everything. Just goes back to as long as it's not disrespectful or anything, then
Hmm.
it's okay.
Okay. Now, my last question I have for you is, what is something that you want to be remembered by, and what do you want your legacy to be?
I want to be remembered for just being me, really. Um, just yeah, not confining myself to a smaller self, but being striving to be the best person I can be, and you know, just doing what he loves. Not letting the world affect him too much.
Mm-hmm.
Staying strong, knowing God got the whole world in His hands, so it's all gonna be all right.
Amen to that. Amen to that. Now, we have reached the end of the interview. First of all, I want to thank you, Gianni, for joining me this on my podcast, Young and Powerful. I will send you this link later. Any final words?
Um, I just appreciate you once again for having me on here, bro. It's been a good time, a short time, but a good time.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I just hope it touches the people out there, whoever sees it. And yeah, I just hope you stay blessed, bro. It's good to see you. You got some stuff going on over the years. It's what's up.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
I hope
Yes.
you keep going and keep striving. You know,
Yes. Yes. So,
gotta lift
I'm
heavy
gonna.
weights. So yeah,
Yep. You got to be strong somehow.
yeah.
So, I thank you, Gianni, and I will send you this link later.
All right, brother. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, have a good day.
Mm-hmm.